How are you, my beautiful friends, Pisces? All right, so this is going to be a general reading for Pisces for the third week of September from the 15th to the 21st. How are you, Pisces? All right, let's see what we got for you guys. I'm going to do a basic reading where I ask Seth to give me just the important information. As I said, this is general, so it cannot be right for everyone. So just whatever important message you need to hear, my dear friends. And I do the layout the same way I do it for myself. So why would I want to do any different for you guys? I don't make any crosses or any X's. This is just a general message. As long as you believe that the cards are actually a tool, communication, alive, they're alive. Same as everything else. This table is alive. You're alive. I'm alive. The cards are alive. Everything is energy. Everything is God, my dear friends. So as long as you connect with the cards and say, is that a message for me? That's all you need to do. Then just wait and listen. And if there is no message for you, it means that there are no changes for you. You should not force the cards to give you a message if there ain't. Okay? So this is the way I do it for myself. Says Seth, is there any messages for me? Every couple of days, show me my present, material present, my immediate past, my immediate future, and my spiritual present. In other words, the now moment, but from the spiritual standpoint, the overall energy. And this is what am I dealing with right now on planet Earth. What should I know? So, in other words, if there's anything I don't like, it's not that it's going to have to happen. It's not that I anchor it down and say, oh my God, the roof is going to fall on my head. No, it's if you don't fix that roof, it's going to fall on your head. In other words, it gives you heads up, red flags. If you don't do something about this, this is where you're heading. So don't take the cards as destiny, but they are instead to be considered red flags so that you have time to do something about it, okay? All right, that said, my beautiful friends, Pisces, let's see what your overall energy looks like. Look, so the overall energy says that you feel like, so this is feeling, and this is instead of what you're dealing with your own hands. You feel you can't do anything. Your hands are tied. And you also feel misunderstood. You also feel unappreciated. You feel that nobody really believes you or considers your opinion. You feel, what am I doing here? Like, why am I wasting my time when no one is listening or no one considers? Suppose that this is a work environment. You know, lunchtime, everybody else is having fun, having coffee, whatever, and you're in the corner having your own sandwich and you feel like you don't belong. Or perhaps it could be a relationship. You feel you don't belong. It could be a family, you feel you don't belong. It could be a friendship where you have to listen to them for an hour straight about their problems. But then when you want to tell them about, you know what happened to me last week? Oh, I'm sorry, dear. Can we talk about this next time? I really got to go, I got to go get the kids. That kind of situation. In other words, time to see what's worth and what's not. So let's see what you're dealing with on the material side instead. There you go. Perfect sync. And you see, this is actually very important. When the cards are, when above and below is at a sync, that shows you there's something action you need to take. So in this case, perfect sync. I told you this is some kind of situation which cannot continue as such, right? You got to do something about this. I mean, you cannot continue in this type of energy. So what do we get down here? The end. The end of something, the end of a cycle. You see, cycle complete. This is not a beginning. This is an ending. A lot of people see this as a beginning. No, this is cycle complete. So of course now we have to start another cycle, but this ain't it. This is the end of the old cycle. Now you need to start a new cycle. You might have another card starting any ace is a new cycle. What else is a new cycle? The Magician is for aces, so the Magician tells you you can create any new cycle you want. The Star is a wish, sometimes fulfilled, sometimes a wish asked. What else is a new cycle? The Sun could be a new cycle. Well, the Zero, the Zero card, the Fool, is a new cycle. That's for sure guaranteed. There might be 3 or 4 different. Oh, the Death card, believe it or not, and the Ten of Swords. The Death card is hands down a new cycle. The Death card is, a lot of people interpret as very negative. In reality, the Sun is coming out from behind the hill, so the old way of being dies, and then you allow room for a new cycle. The Ten of Swords, hands down, that's it. I can't take it anymore. I'm done with this. But the guy, even though he looks deader than a nail on the ground, like completely dead with 10 swords on his back, but he's doing this with his hand. He said, I know what I'm doing. I'm pretending I'm dead, but in reality, it's because I want to get out of here, So let's see. That's going to be interesting. Let's see. So these 2 cards, as above as below, they correspond. They're in perfect sync, my dear friends, Pisces. Good set, okay? All right, so you got news coming in. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? That is the brand new beginning. That is net cut with the past, like totally clean slate. There you go. So brand new beginning. So there might be some news coming in or just came in. This is the present, so this is the way you feel or you felt, but there might be some news that were just delivered, which it's the last straw. You know what I mean? The straw that breaks the camel's back. Wow, look at this. A lot of talk. You're going to be really good. Let me see what's at the bottom here. Stability, okay, knowing. So you know exactly what you want. You know exactly where you're heading. Looks like you're heading for something real. You're getting out of what's not real. You're leaving behind. Let me see over here. Let me see. Yeah, look, you're leaving behind. You paid your dues. You paid your dues. So what happened here is this. It's very simple. Now, this is interesting here. Look at this. Now, what's been happening is in the immediate past is that you wisened up, meaning you calm down, stop pretending. Okay, I look like I have everything, but I'm actually alone. Yeah, people think that I'm in a happy marriage. Yes. Oh my God. Oh, you got such a beautiful family. But I'm not. I'm misunderstood. We don't even talk. It's just window dressing. Or people think, or my friend so-and-so thinks that we're equal good friends. But why is it that every time we go for coffee once a week, I feel empty? I feel like I listen to 1 hour of their bullshit, the problems they're having with their husband, their wife, their work, but they never listen to me. Or why is it that I go home at night from work and instead of them feeling satisfied, I feel I wasted another 8 hours of my time. I'm only doing it for money. So in other words, you did a lot of introspective, inner thinking. In other words, you looked at inside and see what is making me happy and what's not making me happy. And I'm not saying we're getting old, but the older we get, like I'm 64 now. I just ended 63. 2 weeks ago. And the more I get rid of things that are not true blue, why would I want to have 100 friends when, it doesn't make any sense. I just want 1 or 2. But real ones, and Pisces, looks like you're doing the same thing. You are paying your dues. You paid your dues. You gave it. If you owed anything, you paid it, and anything was owed to you, same thing. And now you say, okay, I am done with this. Say, look, you decided to gather your belongings. Now, this could be literally speaking or spiritually speaking, gathering your belongings and I'm out of here, or spiritually speaking, like that doesn't mean you have to move from your home. Some of you are just, okay, sorry, we cannot be friends anymore, or I am quitting this job, I'm going somewhere else. So that's what the decisions you made. And this is really good, actually. This is taking charge, because this is the way you've been feeling. And that's, believe me, that's not a good feeling to be in, okay? Now, this is what you want. You want the real thing. You want true blue. You want cut all the ball from before. You want to make money. You don't want to just survive. You want a real marriage, a real relationship, a real friendship. You're educating yourself. But for now, for this time being, you are going to gather your resources and you're going to strengthen yourself. That's all. Now, we started, this is the very first card. Well, this is the first card, but the past, this is the first card. And then over here, we have the King of Wands. So you're either looking for your real person, or you're going to become like this, in full control of your life. Let me see what's coming up for you guys, Pisces. There you go. So you realize that there are some people just take advantage of you, Pisces. Perhaps you're too nice. This makes you sad, and I think some of you, again, this reading is general, but it's also maybe this part is for someone, this is for somebody else, this is for somebody else, this is for somebody else, this is for somebody else. So take whatever fits into your window. Some of you are coming to the realization, or came to the realization, that you have to leave something which looks good on the outside, but it's not. And I'm not going to say what it is. That's up to you, because you could be in different circumstances. But some of you came to the realization that it was all fake. You were being, stolen blind from behind. I mean, that friend, that person, that co-worker, that boss, that employee, whatever situation it might be in, it's simply taking advantage of you. When you're not looking, they're stealing from you. They're playing games behind your back. So this is what you want, and this is what you will get. So let me see now. Let me pull 3 final cards from this deck here. So we get a complete deck again. So we're going to call this reading enough is enough. I want something real or nothing. Now, will you get it? Absolutely. Absolutely, because I can see here, end of the cycle, beginning a new cycle, declaring what you want. You were educating yourself. You're watching the right videos and you're reading the right books. If you need any help from me, this is what I do. I don't do just tarots. I counsel people. I'm a spiritual counselor. I give solutions. 3 mornings ago, I counseled this beautiful lady from Hawaii. I won't mention any names, of course. We talked about an hour and 15 minutes, usually 45 minutes. Sometimes if I don't have somebody else behind waiting, I stand it a little bit more. Anyways, she said, Marco, can you do my cards? We ended up talking right away. I guessed their sign. He says, wow, how did you know that? Well, I says, because this is what I do. I'm a sensitive, right? So anyways, would you believe me? We didn't do the tarots at all. We did. At the end, I says, do you still want me to pull some cards for you? No, she says, you answered all my questions. You told me what to do. I know that I have to take my life in my own hands. I've been waiting for other people to do things for me. And I've been blaming other people for me not to be able to get ahead. And now I'm 60. Enough is enough. She said, that's all I need. Thank you. I know what to do. I have to take charge of my life and I know how to do it. No more working in a job that doesn't satisfy. No more pretending, no more this, no more that. And I explained to her how creation works, how we create with our words and our thoughts. So I says, you have to be careful how you describe your life, because when you describe your life, in reality, you're creating it. You think you're describing your life, but in reality, you're creating it. So anyways, I explained the mechanism, and she's going to take the seminar, the 4.5 hour seminar, to go into more detail. But we didn't even do the cards at all. Like, it was just a 1 hour and 50 minutes conversation. So this is what I do, my dear friends. So it looks here like you need such a conversation, whether it's from me or somebody else, it's your choice. But yeah, you're going to make it. See? You're going to make it big time. Now, let me see. Let me pull 3 final cards. I have to take a shower and then go to the office. Today's a short day. Also 3 today. All right. Wow. Okay. Unbelievable. Let me see what's here. Be careful if you're selling or buying something. There might be something not being revealed to you. Read the fine print 3 times. Do not rush your signature. There is some kind of a financial exchange going on, transaction, but something is not clear, and you should not sign anything until you know for sure what you're signing, okay? All right. The final 3 cards. We started with the same card as this one. So this is just to tell you, yes, this is where you're coming from. Now, you have a decision to make. This decision is most likely to do with money, but it could be any type of decision. And the last card is, yes, you do need to get some advice. See, these 2 preachers or priests, whatever you want to call them, religious figures, went to the Pope to get counseling because they couldn't agree to something. So this card is the card of counseling and spiritual awakening. So there you have it. Signs you might be dealing with, Pisces. We got Leo. This is also Aries, Sagittarius, Libra, Virgo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. Those are the main signs, okay? Now, see if there is a love message for you guys. 4 cards as always. Engagement, that's nice. And what's at the bottom? Love yourself first. So you are letting go whatever situations. You're going to regroup, love yourself first, and then you have an engagement coming up. Beautiful. Any messages from anyone or the universe? Final messages. Then we're going to pull a yes or no card, a yes or no coin. If you have a question, hold on to it. A few seconds, you're going to get the answer. All right, so 1 and 2. We have a message and an oracle. The message is, I can't be with you. Okay. And fated meeting. You're going to meet someone somewhere, and it's going to be fated. In other words, you're going to feel, oh my God, do I know you already? Why do I feel so comfortable? Why? Well, you know them already. Yes. This is a predetermined, actually right here, meant to be, destiny, predetermined encounter. So you guys made an agreement before you came onto planet Earth as souls. You made an agreement you were going to meet for whatever reason. Okay. All right. Let me now pull a coin for you. Yes or no. Think of your question. Think of your question. The answer is no. Okay, Pisces, I hope that was helpful. If you need anything, let me know. In the description, you get the address if you need to talk to me. And please, please, please subscribe to the channel, okay? Help us grow the channel and like it so that Google promotes it always more. And so as the channel gets bigger, we can offer more and more. Thank you so much. Big hug.